Hey guys,
I'm Vi,
and I'm Sue.
and this husband is sleeping with his mother-in-law. Let's get into it.
My husband is having an affair with my mother, and I don't know what to do. I can't believe I'm actually typing these words, but I need to get this off my chest. I am a 26-year-old female. My 34-year-old husband is having an affair with my mother, who's 57 years old. And I feel like my entire world is crashing down on me. A little background. I've been married to my husband for 6 years. We met when I was in college and have been together for almost 8 years. Our relationship always seemed solid, and we were planning to start a family soon. My mother and I have always been close, and she was a big part of our life. She'd come over often, and we'd do things together: girls' nights, family dinner, the works. I never thought twice about how often she and my husband were around each other. I trusted them both completely. About a month ago, I started noticing some odd behaviors. My husband would get these late night texts and would leave the room to reply. He was being more secretive with his phone, and our intimacy, both sexually and emotionally, had dwindled. I tried to brush it off as stress from work and maybe just a rough patch. I began to work harder on my marriage, cooking things like he likes, taking on more overtime, making sure everything was in perfect conditions at home, etc. Then 2 weeks ago, I came home early from work feeling sick. I walked into our bedroom and found them together. It felt like my heart had been ripped out of my chest. They didn't notice me at first, and I was frozen, unable to move or even breathe.
Oh my God.
When they finally saw me, the looks on their faces was a mix of guilt and horror.
Of course.
My mother tried to explain, saying it just happened and that they didn't mean to hurt me. My husband was silent, not even attempting to make excuses. I ran out of the house and drove aimlessly for hours, crying and screaming. I ended up at a friend's place and have been staying there since. I feel utterly devastated and betrayed by the two people I trusted the most. How do you even begin to process something like this? My mother, the woman who gave birth to me, and my husband, the man I vowed to spend my life with. I feel like my entire reality has been shattered. I haven't spoken to either of them since that day. They've been both calling and texting nonstop, but I can't bring myself to respond. I've told a couple of close friends and they've been supportive, but I still feel so alone. My husband's excuse for cheating, my infertility, that I couldn't have children and he was entitled to sleep with whomever he wanted if I couldn't do something most women were capable of. He told me that I lacked the traditional values he held. I did not know he held any traditional values, and that my mom was better because she was what's this thing called? Was
Stay at
a
home.
stay-at-home mom that was capable of having kids. I know that divorce is coming, but I'm devastated. I just feel so guilty and that my life is a lie. I couldn't give him what he wanted and now he is gone. I feel heartbroken, I feel drained, and I feel so alone in this ache. I mean, it made sense. There are just so many things that we go through that when people are there for us, they can relate with us, and that makes us feel less lonely. But how often do you find a friend whose mom is sleeping with the husband or something like that? So that's
very rare.
probably one of the reasons why she feels so alone. It's not a common thing to happen.
Of course. Exactly. And that's his mom. That's her mom at the end of the day. And it's like it's your birth giver. God damn, that is a tough one.
I can't.
Imagine that. Yeah. Yeah. And infertility, they could have talked about adopting. They could have talked about, you know, doing also some sort of thing like that, or taking care of another child or whatever.
My God.
They didn't even talk
It's
about
also the fact that he has the audacity to say the words traditional values. What is traditional about you sleeping with your
Exactly.
mother-in-law?
Exactly. That's
Ew.
not traditional.
Like, what tradition are you jumping to? Like Viking era or something?
Yeah.
Like that? what's wrong with you, dude? Disgusting.
Infidelity,
This one
tradition.
roasts me out a lot, bro.
Yeah.
What do they come and say?
Oh my God, yes. So EK Gem said, so he cheated due to infertility. So naturally, if 57-year-old woman is a new foundation of youth and fertility, logical thinking escapes him, I think. So OP responded saying, more like I lost my value to him when we found out I couldn't have kids, and now he's entitled to sex with whomever he wants. And then EK Gems responded with, yes, it is inexcusable for whatever reason. Speak up, end the relationship without resorting to screwing your mother-in-law. I'm gagging at the thought of sleeping with my late
Mother-in-law.
mother. Yeah, with my late, no, yeah, mother-in-law. OP responded saying, I think they started sleeping together just after my dad died 2 years ago. My mom was angry. I was the beneficiary of his life insurance, and my husband was angry because I had just found out I was infertile. They're angry at me, came together, and boom, affair.
Oh my gosh.
That's
She
disgusting.
rationalized things a lot too. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Like
Definitely
it's plain
see that.
simple, there's no excuse. It doesn't matter what they say, there's no excuse.
And you could definitely see like, oh, she's the beneficiary of the life insurance. So now what? You're going to go stab and like be with my husband
It's weird.
because of that?
It's weird.
It's weird. And it's nothing about like her being infertile. It's definitely not that.
No, she's a cheater. He's a cheater. Someone like that,
Yeah.
you can drop the plate on the floor by accident. That's a good reason to leave and go cheat. That's what it is. People
Yeah.
like that just,
It just happened. Yeah, sure. It just happened. Yeah, I ended up in being bed together,
slipped
right?
on something and fell in front of her.
Exactly. Like literally.
freaking idiot.
Literally. So then EK Jun says, you're grieving your recently deceased father. You found out you're infertile, and those two prize scumbags decided a revenge affair is worth it over your money. I mean, this story gets worse and worse.
Scumbag is the word. I love that word.
Literally. So let's see what somebody else said about the comments. Taste of paste. If your mom's age 57 is correct, then she almost certainly can't have kids any longer. Right. In addition to being a cheater, Pose, you soon to be ex is also really stupid and unaware of basic human biology.
It's stupid.
And then Opie responded, it was more like she had value because she already had kids, not that she could give him any.
Oh my God.
What?
The fact that she keeps mentioning all of these things that he says that she thinks are whatever,
Yeah.
I think that her mentioning is, I need to hear it from somebody else that what he just told me is not valid. Because maybe in her head, she's like, is this valid? I'm telling you, she's questioning that.
Like doubting it, yeah.
A lot of her comments are very much like, I'm not going to retaliate. When I was reading the comments, I'm not going to retaliate against them. I'm not like that. And also like, oh, this is what they said, the reason why they did it. She sounds like someone who will forget them for that. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, no, go to hell.
Yeah. I mean, especially in marriages, like people are very forgetful, especially women, very forgetful because
Forgiving and stuff?
forgiving and forgetful about everything. Like after you're with them for a very long time, you just get comfortable, and men have a good way of getting
There's
around.
no way about getting comfortable when you're sleeping with my mom, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's a strong
But
one.
there is women that don't care because they rather just be with their husband. Like they could have so many affairs and still not give an F about that. But that's just plain being like just there because you want to be there.
You know what? That's true. I just feel like with her, the shock is just too big for her to fathom.
No, for sure.
That could be it. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know how to process this right now.
Yeah.
I mean, how would you be able to process that so easily? It's not something that's
tough.
easy. We are all born and raised knowing that one day we're gonna die, right? And so we all, even that is hard to like deal with grief. But you're not raised thinking like, yeah, one day my mom's gonna sleep with my man's.
Exactly. No, exactly.
So like, there's not a lot of cultural customs that prepare you for that stuff. That have like, the 7-day mourning and whatever for that stuff. No, that nobody prepares you for something like that. So yeah, I can understand why her behavior about this is to like sort of like find a rationale behind it, because it's like, how could this happen to me?
Exactly.
Let us know in the comments, what do you think about this whole thing?
Yeah, and if you went to something similar like this as well.
Which is probably not coming, but yes,
Yeah.
really sad.
Bye, guys.
Hello, V.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.